What it do, fellow glorious gamers? It is your boy Godhand back again from that place where your mysterious girlfriend lives. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry I haven't been around lately, but I've been just, I've been on the drama. I've been on the news, and I'm here to give you guys some of my opinions on what's been going on. First of all, I want to address a video that Keemstar put out about the state of the Call of Duty community. Basically, he was a little worried about it. He thinks that it's declining, and it is. And he had some words of encouragement for people in the Call of Duty community. Get down, noob. Mainly YouTubers, from what I understand, he was reaching out to. He was noting that there's not as much collaboration, not as much help for small YouTube channels, and because of that, that's something that's really not helping the Call of Duty community flourish as it once did. I think that, hey, that might be a valid criticism of it. I think that maybe in how he came about and how he met up with a lot of people, because he was in the game for a long time. I think that is something that he can attest to. However, I am coming at it from a different kind of way. I do see that the Call of Duty community, like I said before, is declining. There's no doubt about that. I think everybody agrees with that at this point. But I don't think it's so much about what we, the people in the community, are doing, as much as it is, the publisher, Activision, and the developers that work for them. These games have been coming out very subpar. Gun balance, things like that. The game has not been working. Look at MW3. That's the kind of product that we've been getting. And that's been, and MW3 was right after the crazy hype of MW2. Those guys saw what the perfect game was. As perfect as can be. There's no such thing as a perfect game or perfect anything. But they saw what a winning formula is. They made it. It was made. It was completely made, and there it was in front of them. And all they had to do was keep that going. But instead, they chose to go a different route. And it wasn't just MW3. It's been an ongoing thing. Call of Duty's been going downhill. People have been leaving the community in droves. Okay. In terms of sales figures, they're selling half of what MW3 sold. And the only reason why MW3 sold that much is, once again, because of the massive popularity of MW2. Okay, so you have the developer you have the publisher, because it's really up to them. They're the ones telling the developer what to do. So you have the publisher of Call of Duty not really focusing on the community. That's what I think is the main issue here. The publishers are not focused on the community. Their focus, their 100% unhindered focus, is on money, which is fine. They're a business. But what I criticize them for is not sticking with that business, with the business model that works for them and works for us. What we're looking at now with Call of Duty is a business model that works exclusively for Activision. Okay, and that is what is leading to the decline of the game. That's why people are leaving in droves, because it's obvious to see that this game is not at all meant for the consumer. You look at, and some people. Let me say this. Some people only like MW2. Okay, some people only like Black Ops. All right. Some people, for some reason, only like MW3, and those are the games that they are gonna play. All right. Those are the games that they are in the community for. Just those games. They're out there. Okay. As I said before, the numbers are down halfway. So there's people only playing those older games. Now, if you go back to an older game, God help you if you go back to Modern Warfare, okay, you're not gonna get a real game, possibly for your entire playtime. They're few and far in between, and those are, like I said, those are what brought people and keep people in the community. And if those games are broken, why are they gonna stay in the community? It makes no sense for them to stay. Look at me camping like a boss right here. And so you have those end game quality for people. That's what they're waiting for after 6 months of buying a game. Hacked lobbies, unplayable. That's what they're waiting for. And so you have this thing where the consumer is wise now, saying, all right, well, this is not worth my $60. So whose fault? That's not a YouTuber's fault. Not entirely YouTuber's fault, but it's definitely not the consumer's fault. The product is not up to standard. We want a better product. If this product was better, I guarantee there would be more people. Keemstar would have probably never made that video if this was a better product. It's with the publisher Keemstar, and I applaud you for you want this to be something that stands the test of time, and that would be great. I have no problems with that. That's fine. But this product has to improve. There's no other way. The product has to improve. I absolutely hold no consumer or YouTuber 100% at fault when it comes to buying a bad product. I would not admonish them to buy Call of Duty at all, and Black Ops 3 too. I'm not gonna tell anybody to buy that game until I know for a fact that it's a great game. Given how Call of Duty's going, I think people are being smart with their money, and there is nothing wrong with that. I hope Call of Duty turns around. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That would be sad, but hey, that's what Activision thinks will make them the most money. And make no mistake, that is exactly what guides their decision. I don't know why so many people think Activision is their friend. I have no idea why this mentality comes up upon people, and it is the younger generation. I really don't understand how they think a corporation could be their friend, but that is something that they entertain. Hopefully they grow out of it. I'm somebody in the community that's older than them telling them that is not the case. These people want your money, and that's all they want from you. That's all they want from you. You are just a statistic, okay? So criticizing them will help them. Just giving your money to them will not help them at all. And they'll give you nothing if they can. They'll give you nothing for $60. Now, in terms of what YouTubers can do, we know from actually Keemstar himself brought out the news that that there are some YouTubers out there getting paid to paint games in a better light, in a light that is not truly representative of how the game actually is. Now, I don't remember any Call of Duty specific players being called out for this. The one that comes to mind the most is Syndicate, and he was a zombie player for a while. Now I think he does Minecraft exclusively. That's where the money is. That's fine. But that is out there. So and that's just another thing for the consumer to be wary of. You know what I mean? If the community is toxic to the point where they're lying to me, which is what that is. If you're getting paid to advertise something in a positive light and you don't disclose that, then you're lying to me. You're lying to me about how good this product is. Now, if a consumer sees that and is driven away by that, once again, that's just being a smart consumer. There's nothing for me or any other YouTuber to say against that, because hey, if the community is toxic in that way, then there's just no reason for a smart consumer to be there. So those are some things for not only Keemstar to think about, but for all of us. I mean, if we want this community to be strong, if we want to stand the test of time, if we want it to be around, past Black Ops 3, which is in serious question now, we have to step up and we have to demand better games from Activision and spend our money, which is the language that they hear. Spend our money in pursuit of that better game, and we have to hold people accountable on YouTube or IGN, GameStar, anybody that's reviewing these games and lying to us. We should be holding them accountable, and that's what I think. That is what would really make the Call of Duty community something that will stand the test of time, something that we could all be proud of. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. It is your boy Godhand, and I'd love to hear your opinion. I'm out.